Michelle with 2 L's, and I am one half of Forcify Entertainment. Well, today I'm here to give you my review, my thoughts on the new Matthew Vaughn action comedy, Argyle, that is in theaters now. Before we get started, if you have not yet subscribed to Forcify Entertainment and you enjoy movie reactions, you enjoy movie reviews, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also, give this video a thumbs up. And also, for those of you who are new, the way I do my reviews is I will give you my initial thoughts, what I liked, what I didn't like, and then rate the movie. Okay, so going into this movie, guys, from the trailers, one, just seeing the phenomenal cast that this movie has. I mean, this movie has Bryce Dallas Howard, Henry Cavill, Sam Rockwell, Samuel L. Jackson, Bryan Cranston, Catherine O'Hara, Dua Lipa, John Cena. The cast is great. And also knowing Matthew Vaughn was directing it, I've enjoyed some of his other work. I expected for it to be kind of a funny action movie. And yet going into it thinking I would enjoy it, I walked away with it being something a little different, but in a positive way for me. So my initial thoughts for this movie is it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun sitting there watching this movie. There was not a point I was bored. So yeah, that's my initial thoughts. So let me get into what I like about this movie. Of course, this movie, for those of you who need a little description of what it is, Bryce Dallas Howard's character has been writing these books called Argyle about a spy who is in her mind is Henry Cavill. And apparently things have been coming to pass that she's been writing. So Sam Rockwell has to come try to protect her as people are now after her because of what she's been writing in these fictional books. So that's kind of the story. I will have to say, just right off the bat, something I liked, Sam Rockwell was awesome in this movie. Like, for me, he stole the movie. Every scene he's in is just great. Bryce Dallas Howard everyone does a great job in this movie, does their role well. But Sam Rockwell was definitely a standout for me in this movie. Again, he was just awesome in it. I will have to say some of the action sequences I expected to like, knowing Matthew Vaughn's work with action, but some of them I really enjoyed. Some people may not like the fact that this is PG-13 instead of R, and I say that because it's a lot less bloody. There's like no blood in this movie compared to a lot of previous of Matthew Vaughn movies, but that didn't bother me. And in fact, I would say this, guys, or girls, whoever's listening, I actually walked away thinking this would be a really good Valentine movie to go see, because I think this movie offers a lot for both male and female audiences. It's funny. There's a little romance, and there's some action for the men in there. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I also didn't think it would be as much of a comedy as at least I found it to be. There were multiple points, and especially a scene at the end with Bryce Dallas Howard and Sam Rockwell. I was dying in my seat. Like, I was laughing so hard at the scene, and you're laughing with the movie, not at the movie, which obviously is what you want. So the action and the comedy, I guess I didn't expect it to be as funny as I personally found this movie. I also enjoyed being a spy action comedy. I will say they did a great job of the movie keeps like twisting. Like, there's constantly twists and turns all throughout this movie, really up until the very final end of the movie. And there was a point I kind of figured out where it was going and what type of movie I was in for. But I really enjoyed the twists and turns that just keep happening throughout this movie. Again, I just had a lot of fun. Action was great. Comedy was great in it. I guess I just haven't gotten a spy action comedy in a long time. And I really like being a fan of the TV show Chuck. I really enjoyed this quite a bit. So I definitely recommend it for, again, for Valentine, for if you just enjoy an action comedy. And do know it is PG-13. That was actually a positive for me. It's very clean for the most part. I only recall 2 cuss words in the movie. They used the one F word you get in a PG-13, and then there was one GD. But that was all that stood out in my mind. It was there again. There's not blood that you're seeing a lot. It was a clean movie for the most part. But I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. So, what are my critiques? So the only critique I'd have, this movie is about 2 hours and 15 minutes. I think you could have probably trimmed it down to a very clean 2 hours, but that's it, and even then, it's not like I was bored, for that extra 15 minutes. I still quite, again, enjoyed it really from the opening scene until the end. I was intrigued, I wasn't bored, and had just a lot of fun with this movie, quite frankly. I mean, it is that. If you're looking just to go relax, laugh, and enjoy yourself, I think this movie's a great fit, to go see it. So what is my ranking of Argyle? 5 being max level of hoots. I'm torn between a 4.5 and a 5 hoots for this movie. Again, I didn't expect I thought I would like this movie. I walked away liking it even more than I thought I was going to. Uh, you know what? I'm just especially considering how bad some of the movies were in 2023. I'm just gonna give this 5 out of 5 hoots. It's between a 4.5 to 5 hoots, but I'm just gonna give it 5. I just had a lot of fun with this movie. I recommend it if you enjoy spy action comedies. I think it's a lot of fun, quite frankly. If you don't mind just kind of turning your mind off to a degree, because is the movie ridiculous at points? Yes, but the movie knows it's ridiculous. Like that's part of the setup in this movie. Like it's not trying to be serious and then there's something ridiculous. The movie knows it's silly all throughout the movie, and for me, that worked. It was fun. I had a lot of fun with it. So that is my thoughts on the new movie Argyle. What are your thoughts on this movie? Are you interested to go see it? Are you not interested to go see it? Have you seen it? What did you think? Share your thoughts below. And if you have not yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also, give this video a thumbs up. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, remember to be a force of light. All right, bye.